welcome to Second Chance Sunday. How on earth are you? Have you been enjoying our Black Friday deals? If you have, they are coming to an end today, so grab those last few minute treats that you can. My name is Rebecca Redican and we have got for you some true goodies today, including our wonderful craft expert who is going to be treating us to some fabulous demos. We have got the lovely Michelle. Hi Michelle.
Hello, hello.
We've got some serious deals today, haven't we?
We have got some absolutely stonking fabulous deals for you today, absolutely.
Now, I will just remind you that this is a pre-record. So what that means is that all of you treats that we're going to be bringing to you today, at the time of recording, we had great quantity, we knew all of the deals, and we had the opportunity for you. That might have changed. So I would say to you, go on to our website, have a little search to shop the show, and you will be able to get those last minute Black Friday opportunities. So go ahead and treat yourself whilst you have the opportunity. Do you fancy a little nosy at what's to come? Oh, go on then, I've got the lady for you. What have we got coming up, Michelle?
So we have got some fabulous stuff coming up for you. So firstly, we have got these crystal art kits and I adore these. There is some of the most beautiful designs in these that you are going to love. So they're just a little sneaker peek, but there's lots of fabulous ones. And then we have these. So this has been used in a different way, but these are our fabulous fold back gatefold dies.
Oh,
so it literally makes that for you. But this one I showed you first, that's just an alternate way to use those. So obviously you can use them in more ways than intended. And then the beautiful decoupage flower dies, stamps, and these are the ones with the pads and the dies for so
that just looks great, doesn't it?
Yes. So that's the roses in bloom. So yep, so that's what we've got coming up for you today.
They are going to be absolutely jam-packed with deals, but of course we've got those demos for you too. If you had your peepers on those gatefold cards, let me bring you the opportunity to seize the moment on them right now. We are bringing to you a full collection. So what we're bringing to you here, you've got different sort of creatures and cakes to choose from in this collection. If you love the star, then you've got that within here. We are bringing to you your Opulent Star. You've got Majestic Butterfly in here as well. Cute Cupcake, which is so dreamy, and we're bringing to you You're a Hoot. That's the owl design. And within all of this, you're actually getting your cards in there as well, which has got that wonderful shimmer to it. So we've got loads in here, including 10 of those card sheets as well. I've got to show you some of these because they're just going to make you smile. This is one of my absolute favourites. It's the Cupcake one. Have you got anyone in your family who's a bit of a sweet tooth? Yeah? Well then, I think this is definitely going to make them smile. So the concept with these, as you can see, you've got that cupcake on the outside and it gatefolds out for you. That's not all I've got though. The Opulent Star is an absolute beauty. This is a real all year rounder, isn't it? For that maybe kind of star in your family, that person who's a real star for you. It's a great one for teachers as well, actually, maybe like an end of term card. I've got the butterfly in this one as well, which is so extravagant. By the way, if you're like me and you look at that and you just think, I love sparkles, then don't worry, I've got those glitz cards coming up for you that are just going to make you smile. And let me show you the owl as well, if I may. This one is your Hoot card. And what I love with this, because of the dies and how fabulous they are, you've actually got the opportunity here to add on extra embellishments. So these ones here are actually a leather feel. So there you go. You don't have to choose your favourite. You're going to get all of them in here with your multi-buy option as well. You have got 2 for $36 or $55. So if you've just got 2 that are speaking to you, then go for that. If you want all of them, so you'd have to pick and the card, your deal is now on screen, meaning that it is just £53.59 if you are platinum. And that's including if it's your first order as well. Do you fancy being inspired? I've got the lady for you. Michelle, what are we doing first, please?
So what we're going to do first is we're going to use these double fold back double gatefold back cards. So I'm going to use the Majestic Butterfly.
Oh, great.
So when you take this out, straight away you're going to notice a difference with these dies. So as soon as you take it off, so you've got your matte piece and then your decorative piece. But as soon as you see these, you can see that these are a deep dye. Because of what we want them to, we want to cut them through 3 layers of your card. So these need to be a really good depth, a really good thickness to get through all that. So that's the one I'm going to play with. But what I'm going to show you first is when you, because I've lost my instructions for that one. So I'm just going to get the instructions out of the owl. So you get instructions in there. It tells you, so for the owl, it tells you what side card to cut, where you need to scar on it, and then obviously it tells you to fold and burnish, and then exactly what to do. The reason that I've brought it out of this one is because this one tells you to cut 12 inches wide, but this one, so I'm going to move that to the side again. So the butterfly that I'm going to use is asking me to cut one that's 15 inches wide. So for this, you're going to need our A3 cardstock. The owl is only 12 inches wide, so our 12 by 12 cardstock will be absolutely fine. So in each one, the instructions are just a little bit different, just in the size of card that you need. Nothing else. How to do it all is exactly the same, just the length of the card that you need. So for the Majestic, and it is a Majestic Butterfly, I need 15 inches by 5.5. And it's asked me to scar at 2.5 and 5, 10 and 12.5. So each one is 2.5 inches wide. It asks you to fold it, give them a good burnish, give them a good scar, fold with your tool, because that is how we're going to cut it through. So you can see now why it's such a thick, deep, almost mixed media type die, because we're going to cut through those 3 layers. So I'm just going to bring my plates in. Just move those to the side. So that is how flip and rotate your plates. So this is how it's going to go through. It's going to go through like that. And as you can see there, at the top and at the bottom, you have like a notch. And that is going to be lined up with your gatefold right in the middle. So I'm just going to bring some tape in, and we're just going to lay that on. Just take a second to get it right in the middle, exactly where you need it, and give them a good tape down. So I'm just going to get a couple more pieces just to make sure that stays down nice and firm. I don't want it to move as I'm putting it through my machine.
And you're using low-tack tape for that, are you?
I am using low-tack tape for that. And as we know, our low-tack tape becomes a little bit high-tack tape when we put it through.
Yeah.
So just be careful when you're pulling it off, as always. So I'm going to put this through. And you'll probably hear as it goes through, it's working that extra little bit hard, but it's cutting through 3 layers, 900 GSM it's cutting through. See, now it's stopped. It didn't like that at all. But I was watching Sarah doing the jigsaw dies, and it's absolutely fine. She says it won't take more than it needs, and I think what she did, so we'll see if we can get away with it, she just turned it round and then put it back through.
Genius.
So if it works for Sarah, it's going to work for me.
Yeah, it's in a good mood now.
There you go, look, it did it. So, because she did it, I was shadowing her one of the days last week, and she did it, and I panicked for her, and she was like, nope, it's absolutely fine, no problem. So,
and it doesn't upset your machine, does it? You saw then the machine just went, here, I'll have it back.
Absolutely not. So that's it. It just says, you know, I'm not having that, take it away. And like you saw me flip it round and put it through, and it's cut all the way through.
Perfect.
So no problem at all. Just sometimes, I think Sarah used the words, you just need to full your machine.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just full it, turn it back round and it'll take it, and it did.
Great.
So a good top tip there, if it doesn't go through all the way, just return it to you and then flip it round.
Perfect.
So I'm just very carefully. So when you're taking this off, if you feel it stuck, just literally pull it right back on itself really slowly. And that's the best way not to rip your card when you're doing it.
Great. And I suppose if you do rip the card, you can always hide it in sneaky ways, can't
yes,
you?
Absolutely. Well, I'd say we could put a butterfly on top of it, but we're making a giant one, so we'll not go with that one. But yeah, this is going to be matte and layered up, so it wouldn't matter too much if it's in a place that can be covered. So there you go. So if I open that now,
Cute.
you can see I've got my, as Joe would say, schmettlings.
Yes.
My three butterflies there. So what we're going to do next is, I'm just going to move that to the side for now because I'm going to bring these bits in. So that's the middle bit of the butterfly. I don't know if it's got a particular name.
Like the body?
Yes, the body.
Maybe.
That would make sense.
I don't know where I get these ideas from.
Common sense, maybe. Something that I may be lacking a little bit. Just a little bit, though. So I've brought in some of this beautiful glitter card.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I'm just going to use that for the body. And then I'm going to bring in... So I'm just going to put that through first on its own.
Okay.
Because I want my whole plate for what I'm going to do next. So,
even though these are slightly thicker dies, do you use the same sandwich when you put the plates through?
Yeah, you still need to use the same sandwich because you're wanting it to cut through those three, so you do need that pressure in there still. So use the same, but again, everyone's machines differ just a little bit. So if you feel that thickness is a little bit too much, take a shim out. Just, have a little play with your machine, see how that goes.
Yeah.
So there we go. So there's my little body. I'm going to flip that over because what I want to do is I want to cut this out, but I also want to cut my pattern out of the middle.
Okay.
So as I always do when I'm putting two dies on together, I am going to tape them well.
Why do you always do that with two dies?
I always do that with two dies because if as you're putting it through your machine, if they move and one goes over the other, it's going to damage your cutting blade. So if they overlap, you're going to end up with a damaged bit that may not cut out. So it's always worth just taking that extra time just to tape them so they don't overlap.
Great. Something so satisfying about that noise. I love it. I do.
A lot of people
crunch.
panic about the crackling, but that's good.
Yeah, you know it's doing its job.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, definitely. So there we go. So that's my butterfly,
lovely.
and then
it'd be great for paper piecing, that wouldn't it? The innards.
Absolutely, it absolutely would, definitely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my outside piece and then I'm just going to cut that pattern. I'm going to move that across there because as you can see my plates are ready to go in the hot wash. So should I explain that?
Sorry, what?
So when your plates get this bowed, I mean you can see that.
Yeah.
Hot water. I put the plug in my sink and then I pour my kettle in. I just boiling water. And I put my plate in, and once it heats up, I press it down and it will flatten it. Take it out, put something heavy on top of it overnight or for a few hours, and you're going to have perfectly flat plates.
Great tip.
Yeah. So I've always done that, and I know that Sarah's said as well.
Yeah.
So I think if it's Sarah endorsed, we're all right. But Sarah's said the same in the past.
Yeah.
The hot water trick.
Yeah.
I know some of you put them in the oven. I'm not endorsing that at all.
I've not heard of that one. Oh, no, thanks.
So when I've seen people say that, I'm like, no, that's not worth the risk at all.
It's only because I wouldn't trust myself not to forget.
What's for tea?
Yeah. Burnt
Gemini
plastic. Scrummy. Probably better than my actual cooking, but anyway.
Me too. So there we go. So they're all our little bits just cut out. Let me just stuck in.
That's a lovely paper, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
How would you describe that colour? Is it like a blush?
Yes, or a dusky pink maybe.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Vintage rose.
Yes. Beautiful. So we've got all our little bits. I'll just move those out the way for now. So these are all our little bits that we've got now. So what we're going to do is So, yeah, I mean, you've got choices. You could cut another one of these out for the middle, just cut your pieces down to the side. I'm going to layer this over the front.
Lovely.
And obviously, because I'm going to layer it over the front, I need to cut down the middle. And exactly the same with this one. I'm going to layer that over the front, but obviously I need to cut down the middle because it's not going to open if I don't. So I am going to, I'm going to bring in my guillotine, and I'm just going to line this up where I know it cuts right in the middle.
And is that quite obvious, is it, where to cut?
It's literally right down the middle of the body.
Like to the tail?
Yeah, to the tail.
Do butterflies have tails? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know it had a body sew. So yeah, so right from in the middle of his the antennae.
Yeah.
Right down to the middle of his tail.
Great.
We'll say. So you can do this with your craft knife and a ruler, or your guillotine. Any of your cutting elements that you've got at home will work perfectly on it. So there we go.
Fab.
I just like using that because I like the I just love not playing with it. We'll not say playing, but using my guillotine responsibly and carefully.
Yeah. What is it? The noise you like?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's really sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. In honesty, it is. Yeah. But then again, I completely agree with you. And also, I was mere moments ago nattering about that crunchy, crunchy, delicious sound of a Gemini. So I get it.
I think noises, I think we're all very much, I don't know, we all have certain noises that we love to hear.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and not hear, definitely, Erin said, definitely.
What's your noise not to hear that goes through you?
I don't know.
Mine's polystyrene. Oh, can they stand it?
No, but chewing, yeah.
Chewing?
Yeah, you
I
won't
don't mind a bit of a chew.
Well, it depends how wide that person's got their mouth open.
Right, I get you. Yeah. I see it.
Or if they're crunching something really, really loudly.
Right. No, I can understand that.
There, so I'm just making sure that I've got those nice and centred on there. And that's one of the other things that I love about our tape pens. Until I give that a really good press down, I can lift my piece of paper back up, readjust it or adjust it, and then stick it back down. Once you've given it a burnish, you've got a beautiful stick. So I think what I'm going to do with this, what I was going to do is I was going to stick that all the way down, but I'm not. I'm going to bring my bone folder in, and I'm just going to give my wings a little bit of a curl with those. So just carefully. So just a little bit more. I just think adding them on so they're more 3D than flat.
Yeah.
So I like to do that. So
if you don't have a bone folder, we might have some on the website, but if we don't, what else could you use?
So if you don't have a bone folder, you can literally just use your fingers, just like that. Or as you've seen me do many a time, just on the edge of your desk, just curve it.
Yeah, it's good.
Like that.
Good tip.
And that gives it a really good curve as well. Or someone suggested a rolling pin the other week.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Just wrap it round a rolling pin.
That's clever.
Yeah, I thought that. Very, very clever. I wouldn't have thought to do that, but yeah. So I'm just gluing that inside a little bit, and I'm going to layer that on there. And just lift so they're up rather than flat.
That's great.
And then again, just glue so far on.
Now, and is that your dotty you're using?
That's not my dotty,
no.
Purely because I've only glued that little bit.
Got you.
So if I'd have been gluing it all, maybe I'd have used the dotty, but because they're so thick, you could get away with either or with that one. So, on there, and now this, I'm going to use my scissors on that. There's no way that my fingers are going to get in my scoreboard to cut that in half. So there we go. I don't think I could do that again. Not without my reading glasses on. Right, glue that on there. Make sure that's nice and in the middle. And again, just bob a bit of glue on. Oh, don't glue it to your glass mat though.
No. Lovely colour combo you've gone for there, Michelle.
Yeah, I love my pinks and my purples.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can see, so all my little pieces here, if I cut that out again in a different colour, I could absolutely paper piece that. But so that is my, in fact, I'll tell you what I am going to do. We will cut another piece of that paper and we will put it in the middle because it's come out so pretty that we'll just layer that middle bit up.
Oh, lovely idea. A little extra panache.
Yeah, why not? I'll get it finished off, yeah. So.
The word panache always makes me feel hungry, and I've just worked out why.
Go on.
Panache. Sounds like ganache, as in chocolate ganache.
Of course it does.
Sorry, I've just thought then, oh, it always makes me hungry, that word. Why? And it's just come to me.
It's just clicked.
Yeah.
So, let's get this out and stuck in. So, get my tape off. So, I'm just going to open this up. And as you can see, the full end of the butterfly wings aren't there.
Yes.
So just judge it. So, in fact, to tell you what, we'll judge it this way. So I'm just going to hold that on there.
Yeah.
In place. And fold it over. And then you can see I've got a little notch there. That I'm just going to draw a line on. And cut out.
Is that so it sort of fits in nicely?
Yes. So, and then we'll do the other side. So yes, it's just an easier way to figure out how much of an edge you need to cut off.
I get you.
Because there's nothing no worse than cutting and then end up cutting too much off. So now, it fits in there perfectly. And again, I don't think I could do that again. So let's just tape this up. I don't want to jinx myself. Things are going well today.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to jinx myself and say that things are going well.
I've got faith in you. I think they are going well.
I do, absolutely. So let's just give that another fold. And there you go.
Lovely.
So that is my gatefold. And just putting that paper just on the middle makes it look all the better.
Isn't that incredible? Michelle, thank you so much for showing us that. We've got more demos coming up. If you do want to treat yourself to that design or others, let me show you your options. We have got your Opulent Star within this bundle today. So the Opulent Star, again, coming with all of those lovely elements that you need to be able to create your star, including the little adornment in the center, which almost acts as like a little doorstop or a lock, which is great. And you're getting shooting stars as well that you can put inside the banner and so much more. Also bringing to you the one that Michelle's just worked with. This is your Majestic Butterfly. And as you can see on this one, the body has actually gone over the top. So again, that almost acts as like a stopper. So this one hasn't been cut in half. Of course you can. This one hasn't been, but it gives you that kind of finalized look, which is lovely. Then I'm bringing to you the You're a Hoot. Now this design, as I mentioned before, because of the thickness of these dies, and when you get them home, you're really going to be able to see that sturdiness at the edge. It means that you can cut out certain fabrics. So this here on the wings is actually a faux leather, which these have gone through no problem, which is brilliant really, isn't it? Then hampering I'll just show you him opened up as well. And you've got his nose. Nose? Owls don't have noses. His beak. Oh, a nosy owl. The beak there that is again acting as that stopper. And although it is looking like an owl, you know, if you didn't use maybe these outside sections, it could kind of be any bird dependent on the colour you used. Then I've got for you your cute cupcake. This one is a delicious finish, including the bow and your cherry on top and a candle. And don't forget, with the bundle, you're getting a pack of your glorious hint of gold, 10 sheets of that cardstock as well in there. So if you do want to treat yourself, do, because those ones I think are really going to raise a smile. And speaking of raising a smile, if you're anything like me, you love a little bit of glitz and glam. Well, let me tell you, I have got 4 individual items here that you can treat yourself to. I just want to let you know that each 4 of these are available at time of recording, okay? I want to make that very clear because this is a pre-record, which is why I'm not being social with you, but I'm sure you're all nattering between yourselves. I know you've got a really good chat going on. If we are bringing these to you at this moment in time as we're recording, these offers and some of these designs may well have sold out by the point of watching, so do head on over to our website and shop the show. I've got 4 different options for you, and each one of these packs comes with 4 designs within it. Let me start off with this pack. This is your time to celebrate. Now, the concept of these is really, really, really cool. Michelle will go through them for you shortly. But just to let you know, these are shining at the moment. That's just because they've got a backing within them. You can see you've got, look at the glitz that we've got in areas on these. So we have got that wonderful time to celebrate. I really like the time to celebrate. I think this is going to be fabulous for lots of special occasions. Have you got anyone in your family who would like some Enchanted Dreams? When I'm looking at this, I'm thinking of all of those mythical creatures and films, Twilight, Harry Potter, etc. So yeah, it's a fab one for those if you love them. Fabulous flowers I have for you now. I'm thinking if you've got horticulturalists in your family, if you've got Mother's Day, how great would these be as well for like a get well soon card? I think people would love to have these, and that kind of glitter would really put a smile on people's faces. Finally, we have got the Glitz and Glamour, and this is the one that's going to be demoed by Michelle. Have you got any fashionistas in your family? Have you got anyone who just loves a good brand, whether it's, you know, posh shoes, posh handbags? If so, this is for you. Again, you get all 4 of the designs within the set, but you can pick which one you want. All of them are just $9.99 or $12.95 if you want to seize the moment on those. And we are going to be having a demo with this one right here, right now. We are sparkle lovers, right?
Oh my God, yes. Crystal, sparkle, glitz, anything that's... these are for you. Absolutely. Beautiful. So this is the Glitz and Glamour. So in each one of these amazing kits, I love these crystal art kits. So in each of one of these kits, so if you look on the back, it tells you, so you've got... I'll bring it all in. So you've got your 4 printed cards, you've got your 4 envelopes, you've got your pickup tool, you've got your adhesive wax. What else have we got? So we've got your tray for your gems. I'm going to leave the exciting bit for the end. So you've got your instructions. You've got lots of little clear bags, and then, because that's what you will do is when you, I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Love it, love it, love it.
So there's like loads. Look at all that. There's absolutely loads. So these little bags that you get are, so when you've opened your sealable, because they're sealed, so when you open your gems, when you want to put them away or finish, so we've got resealable bags in there for you, so you're not going to lose them. So they've literally thought of everything in this little kit, so you've got so much. So we'll just move all that exciting sparkly stuff to the side for a second. So these are the 4 cards in this one. The shoes and the back, the shoes remind me of you, Becky.
Oh, I totally could not agree more. I'd wear those.
I would, absolutely. The beautiful lady bags, and then that one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick one, And I'm just going to show, it's going to have to be a shoe because we've got Becky.
Let's do it.
So, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little, oh, you can see it there. So that pulls back. And the reason that pulls back is because all these little letters here, they're sticky. So when you're going to put your gems on, don't know if you can see those letters. There we go, look at that. You can see all those letters.
Yeah.
Each different letter corresponds to a different coloured gem. They're all lettered up. So if we bring them in, so if we go for, so that's E. So just go through your bags and you will find we've got Z, Y, X. So E. E is this beautiful pink fuchsia. Fuchsia, did I say that right?
Fuchsia, yeah.
Colour.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut this one off and we're going to move the rest. So they're all lettered up, as you can see, so it just takes the guesswork, anything difficult out of it. It absolutely does. So we're just going to cut the top of our bag and we're going to tip them out into that lovely tray. And this tray is brilliant to help you pick them all up with. So I'm going to bring my little tool. This is my pickup tool.
And that comes with it?
It does. So this all comes with it. It's this little pickup tool and you've got this little square of wax. And if you can see there, there's two little holes taken out of it. Because in the end of that, I don't know if you can see that, it's a hole. So what we're going to do is so this is got some like film on it as well. So we're just going to peel that back. You're just going to put that in there and it's going to take up a circle. And then in the end, you've got the wax in there, helps you to pick up your gems.
Great.
So they've literally thought of everything.
Yeah.
It's so clever. So then all you do next is to just peel it back a little bit at a time. Don't peel the whole thing off unless you know you're going to sit and, you know, gem the whole thing up. But if you peel it all off and you've got your hand there, you're going to stick your hand in the sticky, you're going to probably take the sticky away, and that's not what you want to do. So we're going to get our little tool and we're just going to pick up a gem and we're just going to place it on. That is it.
And that's stuck.
That's stuck because that's already sticky. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick up a few more and just on each letter, because each letter is a little circle exactly the same size as that gem.
It's like paint by numbers, but with gems, isn't it?
It really is.
So relaxing, I bet.
Oh, it is. And they're stuck. If you feel like you want to give them a press to make sure they are, just put your little protective
Film
sheet over and just give them a really gentle press down.
Brilliant.
So, and then that's it. So you just keep going and going.
And just to clarify, it's just the letters that are sticky. So the rest of the back of the card isn't.
So all this isn't sticky.
Yeah.
None of that. Literally just where your letters are, where you're going to be putting your gems. That's the only sticky bit. And then obviously once your gems are over it, you're not going to be, it's covered. There's no adhesive that you're going to be catching anything on.
Yeah.
So let's just put a few of these down. It's a little bit like colouring.
Oh my gosh, I was just going to say that. Does it make you feel a bit zen?
It does.
Yeah.
My speech is slowing down a little.
Yeah.
Because I'm losing myself to the gems.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely place to be. Sorry, I can't come to the phone. I've lost myself to the gems.
It sounds great. So let's just do this little bit of bow. And this, for anyone who's done crystal art before, you will know exactly how I'm feeling right now. So we've just got too many on that one.
And also, if you haven't done it as well before, sometimes when you do this style of craft, what will happen is the gems will actually have the glue on the back. Sometimes that will happen. But as I mentioned to you before the show, how many times as crafters have you taken off the gem and actually the glue, really nice and sticky, has just stayed on the film? You don't get that issue with this, do you?
And that drives me crazy.
More restful.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's taken all that, not difficultness, but sometimes so when you take your gems off and the glue sticks to the back, it can be really annoying. But with this, because that's sticky, It's perfect. You've got your little tool. If you feel it runs out, that's why you've got your little wax thing to fill it back up. And these are perfect because they're a nice small, so it's a 4x6 card. So it's a nice small project, it's not overwhelming. You're not looking at some of those crystal art kits you can get. I mean, they're huge.
They're massive, yeah.
Massive, beautiful, and can take you days, weeks to finish. But this is a nice little project that you can sit down and finish in one sitting because it's not overwhelming, there's not too much there, and it's just addictively fun. So you're gonna love these. So I filled out my whole little bit of a gem there. So what I'm going to do is in the middle there, that says A. So I'm just going to bring in my letter A. And what I'm going to do with these, so these ones I'm just going to move to the side for now. And the best, so I'm going to get one of my little bags out and open it up. And this gem tray, obviously, as you can see, goes to a point at the end, which means, fingers crossed, you should be able to just tip them straight into that bag. But this is me, so let's see if it works. If it works for me, then it's easy. Look at that. Perfect. So, yes, so that's how easy that was. Phew. So you would just label your little bag, put, what were we? An E. So I'm going to leave that with my E so I don't forget. Just label your bag and then you know where you are. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a few of those out for now because in the middle there, my A just needs 4 of these. But I just wanted to do the extra different colour just so you could see how they look next to each other.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's, you know, that one's gone a little bit wonky. Just push it up a little bit and then give it a good press. But that's so much, which I need to get them all out and do them all now. So when you've done, I will bring in my finished one to show you. So that's the one that I've just been doing.
That look great.
So that's the finished one. So beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I'll show you the other 3 in this kit that you get. So that's the other one.
That one's really blingy, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And then we have that skirt.
That's so nice, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I love the little corsage of flowers that they've put on there. And then last but not least, this one.
Oh, so elegant.
Beautiful. So they're the 4.
Yeah. Oh, I just love it. Yeah.
They're so addictive. And like I said, they're not too big. There's not too much in there for you not to finish in one sitting. So perfect projects.
And it really is something for everybody. So let me run through your options again, just as a reminder. Hiya, I'm Becky. This is a pre-record. Everything that we're giving to you, prices, offers are true at the time of recording, but do just head on over to website. Oh, that was dead northern, that. Head over to website. Sorry, I am from the north, but sometimes my northern just comes out more. Yes, head on over to the website and you have a chance to shop the show. These are your options. You have got time to celebrate. In the time to celebrate, you get all 4 cards, 1 of each of them. The balloons, really heavily bejeweled on that one. And then you've got the tea cake one, which has got some lovely bunting within it as well. Other option for you is your Enchanted Dreams. This one definitely for any mythical lovers in your household. You've got the wonderful rainbow design there as well, and possibly for key workers, that'd be a really nice one. Bring in as well for you your fabulous flowers with that lovely collection of different lilies, etc. And then this is the one Michelle was just working with, which is your Glitz and Glamour. $9.99 or $12.95. Unless you're new or you're a platinum member, then it's just $7.99. That's not all I've got for you today though. We have been talking about adding extra elements to your designs, and I want to bring you some 3D elements now, if I may. with our decoupage kits. Now, if you're not entirely sure what these are, let me just let you know that you're going to be getting in here stamps, you're going to be getting dies, and you're going to be getting some toppers as well, and that's a pad worth of toppers. So sometimes when you work in decoupage, it's just what you get is what you get. You can't make any more. That's not the case with these. You can make over and over again. And I do have different styles of flowers within here. Your beautiful lilies is in this collection, and in your beautiful lilies you have got that wonderful opportunity to colour them in whichever way you want or use the toppers. Then I'm bringing to you your roses in bloom. Again, these are the ones that we've stamped and dyed out. These ones are the toppers. So if you want a really quick make or you want some that you can colour in and enjoy, you've got the options here. This one's one of my favourites. This is Spring is Here, and this is a mixture of different kind of styles of flowers, almost tulips and poppies, depending on how you colour them. I think you can really add a lot of design to those. And then I have got your precious poppies in here as well. And again, you're getting all of these dies, the stamps, and that wonderful topper in there. You are saving over 25% on this collection right here, right now. And this is the closeout of our Black Friday deals. So do treat yourself to these ones whilst you can, as it is the last day, of course, of Black Friday weekend. Do treat yourself if these ones have been speaking to you, because I think they've got a lot of interest and use with them as well. So if you do want it, it's $79.99 or $108.95, and again over 25% saving on this one right here right now. And if you would like to be inspired, then we have got the lovely Michelle. Michelle, which one are you going to be talking to us about today?
So today I've got the roses in bloom, and there's just something about a rose that I just love. So in this collection, what you get is you get this beautiful topper pad, which has got, so you can see how thick it is, so many in there. Then you've got your dies. So these cut out, you will layer them onto this page to cut them out, which I will show you. But then you also get the stamp set. So if you do ever run out of your, with your pad, which is going to take you a long time, or if you just want to stamp them out and ink them up in a totally different colour. So on the pad, they're beautiful yellow roses, but if you're stamping them out, they can be, obviously coloured in whatever colour you choose. So, but this is what we're going to do today. So we're actually going to use the pad. I'm going to show you how to do it.
Okay,
so
great.
So it's as easy as the crystal thing, the 1, 2, 3. So you've got your pad, and then you can see they're each numbered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then so you've got these dies. So let me just get these all off.
If you would just like the roses in bloom by itself, that is at the bottom of your screen right now. Usual price, you're looking at nearly £26 or $37. Today though, just $19.99 or $28.35. You can get that by itself. And in fact, any of these you can get by themselves. Just head on over to the website and shop the show. And again, if they're available, you can treat yourself to them.
And these are wonderful. I think I definitely, in fact I know I did, I treat myself to all of those because I couldn't decide.
Love that.
Yeah. Why have one when you can have them all? So as you can see, you've got all your 5 different dies here, and each one has got like a little tab there. So when you lay it on there, that little tab that's just there, if you can see that,
yeah,
is going to go over your number. So I know this one is my biggest one, so I'm going to lay it down. As you can see, my tab has gone over the number. So you know it's gone in exactly the right place that it's supposed to do. So and tape them down. So I'm going to take my next one, and again my little tab is going to go over my number. And it's as easy as that. Tape it down, make sure it doesn't move. Again, my little tab is going to go over the number, so I know I'm getting it exactly where it should be. And yes, definitely tape these down. You don't want them moving. Again, it's gone over my number, get it in place. And then again, with the little leaf. So there's 2 little leaves on there, so you'd run it back through with your small die. So I'm just going to bring my small plates in because that fits on there perfectly. So these will go through, in fact these will go through your small one. You would just need to cut your piece of card up. You would need to cut it up and you could run it through all individually, so they'll go through your smaller machines as well.
Ah, right, I see.
Yeah.
Even
so just,
your mini and your...
Yeah.
That's fine.
You just cut it down and then put your die on and Bob's your uncle. Did we discuss the other day who Bob was? I think we did.
Remind me, who's Bob?
I can't remember.
Great story.
I'm can't wait to read the like book. That.
Oh, I hope just do a film about that. Who is Bob? You can't remember? No,
well, I discussed it the other day with someone, but I can't quite remember.
Oh, it gets better.
Well, I could remember who Bob, and then I said, didn't we discuss it the other day? And then as soon as I said that, it just slipped straight out of my brain.
Oh,
so.
that happens to me sometimes as well.
It's just all the time. So here we have got our beautiful decoupage cut out beautifully and perfectly. So here you've got your options. You can, where's my little, you can curve them to give them some different kind of dimensions. So when you put your foam pad on or your chunky glue, as Debbie likes to say, you've got that lovely sort of domed effect to your flowers. Mm-hmm. I always use my
oh blimey.
So I don't normally do that. I normally like my decoupage flat and laid up, but that again is entirely up to you. So we're going to bring some foam pads in and we're going to layer it up. And it's nice and simple and straightforward. It's very easy to see what goes where and which way round. They're not difficult at all. So let's just get these backs off. And again, what you could be doing is you could be using your stamp on your background to make so to make a background in colours or black and white, and then use this as a focal point on the top. So your stamps definitely play an important role in this little set that you get. Don't feel like it's either your stamps or your decoupage. Definitely throw them all in together and play with them together.
Okay.
So let's layer that on there. Actually, I just said I like mine quite flat, but the way that that's curved, I actually really like that.
Oh, have you changed your mind?
I might have just changed my mind.
Though, isn't it? You can play with it and change your mind.
That's it. So.
And I suppose if you wanted to, you could always cut loads of these out at once, so that if you do need a quick make, you can just
absolutely could. Yeah, definitely. Just cut lots out and then just sit there and layer them all up.
Yeah.
So did I have I do, I've got another leaf. So I've got my 2 leaves. Just going to cut one of my foam pads in half. And, oh no, let me cut that in half again. So I love these. I love that you can use them just as a little topper on your card, or you can make it your huge main focus. Don't feel like you can only have one on your card. Put lots on, put 2, 3, 4. Mix them up, put one of these on with one of the other. Again, they look beautiful together. So, get that on there. So that's as easy and as quick as my little topper is.
Isn't that brill?
Beautiful. And they're all just as easy and so much fun to play with.
That's great.
I think when the difficult, awkward bit's taken away and we can just get on with the playing, that's what, as crafters, we enjoy.
Agreed.
So let's bring this card in. So we'll make a lovely little card with this. So I've just got, besides a huge mess on my desk, I've got a piece of card and I've cut it to 11.5 by 5 3/4, and I've just scored it in half and then half again. So because I'm going to make a fold back easel card. So So I'm just going to bring in lots of my papers that I've cut out to mat and layer these up with. Perfect colours to go with my beautiful rose. So we'll just put this card together now. Oh, I really need to get that flick down with my tape pen. I do so well sometimes, and then other times, rubbish.
When I do it in my head, I sort of go turn and flick, turn and flick in my head. A bit like in Legally Blonde, you know, the bend and snap.
The bend and snap.
Similar to that.
Yes.
But with a tape pen.
Oh, I love that film.
Good film, right?
Yeah. I love when she does the bend and snap and headbutts him in the face. Not because she headbutts him, but because it's funny, you know, not violent. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the second one? Legally Blonde 2.
I think I did. I can't quite remember though.
That's a good one.
But there's a musical now, isn't there?
There is indeed.
That is definitely a musical I would like to go see.
I can't imagine what the songs are though. I mean,
I
obviously
can't,
someone's come up with them, but yeah.
But my son, Oliver, is 15, absolutely obsessed with musicals.
Really? Love it.
Honest to God, if you could hear him, he loves Hamilton. He went to see There's Something About Jamie. He's going to see that one. He went to see, he's been to see, for his 15th this year, he wanted to go see a musical in London. That's what he wanted.
Oh, great gift.
And I can't remember the name of the musical, but it's about some computer chip that wants to take over people's brains and the world. And so it's a fabulous, even my husband took him to London to see it. And even my husband came back, has been playing this musical songs.
Brilliant.
And yeah, but my son is just, he's literally fabulous, you know.
Yeah.
That's how he is, but he does it so well. And he's got hair to his bottom, it's really long, and
love it.
He is when you think of Oliver, the word fabulous just describes him to a T.
I love that. Absolutely love that. And I too am a big fan of a musical.
Oh, yes.
Went to see Hairspray the other week.
Want to see that.
Yeah, it was
Definitely.
good.
Definitely. So that's going to be my stopper. This is going to be my little bit here. So I'm just going to sort of judge where I want it. So I'm going to put that there. So we're going to put some foam pads on that.
Oh, my director Adam's saying a bit of Les Mis for him.
Yeah, my son is obsessed with that one as well. He came down only the other day and was showing me a clip of all the different people who've played. Is it Jean-Luc?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And he was critiquing them all.
Love that.
He's okay, but he can hit the whatever note better.
I love that. That's brilliant. We actually did Les Mis at high school, and I was, how to put this politely, one of the ladies who used to hang out around the docks at high school.
Lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. Love how they got away with it, but they did.
Well, so I went to see it. I mean, it's definitely a musical, but I wouldn't say it's in the same league of, well, I think it is. But I went to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
That was the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen. I absolutely loved it.
When I went to see it, I didn't realise that everyone would sort of shout out and know everything.
Yes, the callback.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't dress up. Mm-hmm. This body wasn't built for that kind of clothing.
Oh, stop.
Maybe next time.
Oh yeah, why not? Go for it. People go all out, don't they?
Oh my God. And there was like elderly people, I mean, 60s, 70s, and in the most fabulous outfits. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
If only I had a little bit of their confidence. They just looked amazing. So we're going to tape this on here. So I'm just going to use a bit of my tape pen, and I'm just going to overlap that a little bit at the top. Stick that down. So yeah, so that's fabulous there. And what I'm going to do is, so I've already done another one, but what I've done with this one is I haven't put the bottom layer on. So I'll just show you. So in this, I haven't done this piece, I've just layered these ones up because I just want to put this on my little stopper at the bottom. So I didn't want it as big as it is on there. So let's foam pad it up. I've become addicted to foam pads, Becky. Although it's been so long since we've worked together, it's lovely today.
I know, it does feel like yonks, doesn't it?
Yonks. Yonks.
Yonk. What, is yonks not a commonly used word? Sorry, everyone's just reacted like, sorry, yonks. Yonks. Ages.
That's what I use, yonks.
Yeah, yonks.
It's been yonks.
No one's come across that. I challenge you to get that into a conversation today. Yonks, please.
So I'm just going to put 2 little dots of glue there because I've got some gems with no glue on. So just a little dot of glue to keep that on. And a tap.
Don't forget, if you do love your gems, we have got those wonderful gem glitz cards. If you do want to treat yourself, again, shop the show.
Oh, yes. Those are just fabulous. In fact, that's what I'm going to be doing afterwards. I'm going to get those crystal kits and I'm going to go sit and finish playing with those.
Great idea.
So,
great one for doing on the train and stuff, actually, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If you've got a little table.
So I think, let me just see if I can move that because my little rose was in the way. So I'm just going to turn it round a little. And then, so there we go. So what you could have done is, so your backing paper, you could have used your stamp to just in an outline, put the stamped images of those roses. So definitely use them all as a package. Don't feel it's stamps or decoupage. Use them together, definitely. But
absolutely love it. Michelle, thank you so much for that. If you would like to treat yourself to the old kit and caboodle, then we've got them here for you. Don't forget, we're also selling them individually. And what I mean by individually is, in one set, you get your stamp, your dies, and you get that pad of your toppers. So this is your collection that you can treat yourself to. Beautiful lilies I have here for you. Again, this is the colour pad that you will get, but you can colour them in any colour you like if you use the dies. Then I've got for you your roses in bloom. These are the ones that the lovely Michelle's just worked with. Then my favourite, spring, is here. I love this one, it's just a beautiful bouquet. And then I've got your precious poppies as well here. So you can get them all in this collection on your screen right now. Platinum price £60.79 or $87.16. We have had some fantastic launches all of this Black Friday week, and I've not had enough time to show all of them. So if you would like to head on over to our website, have a little shop the show, because as I've said, it's your final day of the Black Friday weekend. So if you do want to seize those moments, now is definitely your time to get those extra special discounts. Don't forget as well, whilst you're on there, if you've got any essentials you need to add to your basket, you can do that too. And if you do sign up, then don't forget, we have got the chance for you to add more points to your wonderful Club Inspire, which means that you can save money. And we've got loads on there, including plates. If you do need some new plates, we've got some plates, what is it called, like collections for you, including like the covers, and we've got it for lots of different machines, so have a little look at that. Also for your essentials, we have got some adhesive collections on our website as well, so you're getting all of the things you need, your necessities, your consumables, but you're getting them at a brilliant Black Black Friday deal. Michelle, you are wonderful. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, it's really nice, isn't it? I can't wait to find out more about Bob. Thank you, as always, for joining us today. It's been absolutely wonderful to be with you. Get those last Black Friday deals. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a fabulous one, my loves. Bye-bye.